This is my point. It's every game with Ten Hag. You could see this is a man who's losing the plot.
Okay, but
I liked him, but you could. Every game I was going, and this is before kickoff, bro. This is like either during the game when he's making his subs, or before kickoff, you're going, that's a bit of a. Not sure about that one. Okay, well I'll get behind the manager. You back him. And then you're watching a bad game that you kind of expected.
I'm not saying it was great. The only point I'm trying to make here is every decision gets filtered through whether it was successful as a result or not.
It does.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Uncensored. I am Adam McCullough. He's Jay Marty. That is Joel Smith. We are back, baby. And I tell you who else is back. Manchester United.
Bunch of
We're back,
Sorry, is that enough?
Are we back?
We're 13th.
I'm ready to get hurt again.
We are 13th.
We're 4 points off third.
Yeah.
It's all fact, though. We are well in the race.
No. We're 13 points off top.
Oh, yes. Yes. 13 is unlucky for some.
Exactly.
But not for us. Manchester United.
So we're talking about expectations for the season, are we?
Yeah, ours are sky high, as you can tell.
Well, at the start of the year, what was your prediction for United's final position? Was it first? It was first,
it usually isn't.
I think it was third.
Was it?
Right. Which kind of means I thought we weren't going to do too well.
No, if you're not saying first, then
if I say first, it means second. Yeah. If I say third, it means shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
So, Jay, what do you reckon looking ahead now? Amorim's come in.
Yeah.
We don't need to start with like your actual position on the table.
Yeah.
But what do you think we will see from Amorim, from United this season in terms of performances, how he's going to get the team playing? What do you expect?
Do you remember when Ole came in as caretaker? In those first couple of months?
You two are the same person.
That's what we're going to see, but for the entire season. In fact, the entire decade, yeah?
Decade?
Just breaking records.
What was it, 10 wins out of 11?
Yeah, we're going to see that kind of form.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to come in, he's going to get everyone going. Everyone's already, you've already seen the pictures, everyone's buzzing. Yeah. No disrespect to it tonight, because they'd like him. Yeah, us baldly stick together. But there's like, the mood's lifted, everyone's happy, everyone's buzzing, everyone's up for it. He's going to come in, and he's going to smash it.
I think there's something about him as well. Like, this is based off
nothing.
Just the last 2 weeks of research that I've done, which is not much.
Yeah.
Just watching videos of him and that. But one of the things that I felt Ten Hag lacked as Manchester United manager was that chest out kind of who the fuck are you talking to attitude, which you need sometimes to deal with the press, send your message through the press to the players, the fans, etc. And I've got a feeling like, and I know it's very similar, like we saw Ten Hag have that relationship with his players at Ajax, but I've got a feeling he's going to create a much better atmosphere within the dressing room. And I think he's going to create a much better atmosphere with the fans. I don't know, there's just something about him. I think he could be the right age as well. Like, he's still close enough to having played that he should understand footballers, the modern day footballers and stuff like that. And also he's a very good coach. He's learning his game, seen what he done against City. He's going to send Pep on another sabbatical. Like, he's just, I don't know, there's something about him. I think he might be the one, you know.
That doesn't surprise me to say that. But do you know what one thing he's got in sort of as an advantage to him? Is that because the mood isn't great at the minute. Because you saw it when like Ten Hag got sacked. There was certain players who didn't even mention it on social media, and they can't wait to post.
And they all did about Rude.
Yeah, like you could just tell that they'd fallen out with him. Now, you remember when like Rangnick came in? Part of the problem, there was lots of problems with Ralph Rangnick, but it wasn't like everyone hated Ole. It wasn't like all the players were like, we don't like this guy.
No. So
Rangnick just came in and got everyone buzzing and then lifted everyone. It was like he had to do more than that. And he wasn't capable of doing it. But if Amorim can come in, get everyone on the same page, lift the spirits a little bit. It's not the entire battle, but it helps. We saw it with Ole when he took over from Jose. That can be that can have a big galvanising effect. The only issue, the main issue I see, and we've spoke about this a lot, I've not had a chance to talk to you about it, is goals, because we've seen what he's doing at Sporting. You got Gyökeres banging him in. Is Højlund that guy? Is Xerxes that guy?
Though?
Is he though?
How
That's
old
what
is
I'm asking.
Yeah, Gyökeres is like 5 years older than Højlund, right?
Yeah.
Like, everyone keeps going sign Gyökeres. He could just turn.
Well, that's the question.
They're very similar strikers.
Can he do that?
They're very similar strikers,
aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about.
Just on the age thing, do you think that, because obviously Ten Hag was a sort of up and coming manager in terms of what he'd done, but he was 16 years older than Amorim, I think, something like that. He's like 55.
Yeah, he was.
No, 39.
Yeah, sorry.
Somewhere in that.
No, I think you're right.
He's definitely in his 50s. So like when he was playing, it was like 90s, early 2000s. Whereas Amorim was playing
against Johnny Evans,
Victor Lindelof, and Johnny Evans and players like that. Where
he played with Lindelof, didn't he?
I think he did play with Lindelof. Yeah. So like, there's this whole thing of like, the players he grew up with or players he played alongside are still playing.
Yeah.
He's younger than, or I think he's like 2 weeks older than Ronaldo or younger than Ronaldo. Like, they're basically the same age.
Yeah, and they're very similar.
Him and Ronaldo. So it's like, in terms of tactics, like, Ten Hag obviously was a modern manager by kind of David Moyes standards or Sir Alex standards in the tactics. But I wonder if there's even another jump to be taken with a manager that was playing since Pep arrived and since Nagelsmann arrived and since Hansi Flick arrived and this sort of new generation of managers. I wonder if
is Arteta that generation?
Yeah, he is.
He's shit though him.
I'm not defending him. I'm asking, is that the era? Because he was 2014, wasn't it? 2015.
The same sort of era.
Yeah, I think he was still playing.
Yeah, so like I wonder if there's been another step forward, like this 3 at the back thing, where like a lot of the top teams haven't used it recently. But I wonder if that could be the next.
A lot of the top teams are using it because Xabi Alonso was using it at Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, similar age.
You know what I mean? There's been a few managers that have been using a back 3 in modern football, and also he's so young that the back 3 might not even be his thing for the next 2-3 years. He's going to be learning his game. He's going to be changing. I know he kind of fell into that early on in his career and he's stuck with it since. But he might get there and go, well, these players can't play that. I can find a way around it. And he does. He's young enough to keep learning. The one thing I think he needs to do though is continue to be himself. Continue to be himself in the press. Don't let the press get onto him, and don't let the job change him. Because the reason we've brought you here is to be yourself. Be that guy that was at Sporting. Be that guy that has done well elsewhere. Like, he needs to maintain that. And I think sometimes the Manchester United job can swallow some people up. Like, the pressure starts to build, the press starts to get on your case. You kind of and the thing with Ten Hag, I don't think the players hated Ten Hag, and I don't think the fans hated Ten Hag. We were all behind him. I don't think the players ever chucked their toys out of the pram or tried to push the manager under the bus. It still felt like they were playing for him. But sometimes you're just not the guy, or you've made so many mistakes that the job's gone through your fingers. Now it's too late to get that back. It's all about mood, you know. He's got to control the mood. He's got to get Old Trafford rocking again. Like, we were all behind Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But when was the last time we sang his name? When was the last time Old Trafford was rocking?
The FA Cup final.
We kind of all just sat there.
Old Trafford, but I mean singing his name
it
probably.
was just kind of a little bit.
Even Fulham, the opening game felt a bit flat, to be honest, didn't it?
Everything's
you know what I mean? And then since then, the results under Ten Hag at Old Trafford have only the one away at Porto, and that wasn't great in terms of atmosphere. It's better because it's away, but not, to throw away a 2-0 lead.
Also, he knows how to. Like, Sporting Lisbon hadn't won the league in so long. And I think he knows how to create that mentality within the camp of, boys,
I wanted to ask
pulling
you
together here. Like, look how sad his players were that he was leaving.
On This Is Right Wheel Street, on that front, handling the press, what did you make of the way he handled
Concoccio, the dick.
That's the one.
What a weirdo, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, can you imagine we were being knobs in the press? We'd never be. I mean, we don't get invited anyway, but we never get invited back ever
It
again.
was like he'd gone there just to get that viral clip rather than ask a question.
Whereas Larry Whitwell went there and he asked a very good question.
Yeah.
Whereas he's there. Hold on a minute. You've gone to Portugal to a manager who's Portuguese, who manages a Portuguese team, and you're asking him to speak English.
It's so rude, like speaking.
Are you dumb?
Yeah.
How about you learn Portuguese and try and get a good answer out of him?
It's weird as well that
Which is what I've been doing.
the whole press conference thing is a bizarre sort of
setup. Calling you Andy Mitten.
The whole press conference thing is a bizarre setup anyway, because it's very rare that, and there are plenty of good journalists doing good work, but it's very rare that they go out of their way to make a manager look better. But they will quite often, depending on what publication you're out for, etc., go out of their way to highlight a problem or criticise a negativity. It's almost like a lose-lose for the club, and yet every club in every country before every game does a press conference. When you never ask oh, you're doing so great. I know you lost those last couple of games, but we can really see what you're doing. It's like, well, yeah, you're third, but the last couple of games haven't been great. How do you turn this? It's always with a sort of negative angle in it, really.
Yeah.
And yet,
especially
the standards
press.
across
I
the
think
world that happens.
One club, and it might have changed now, but I remember occasionally in my old job, they used to ask me to go to the Liverpool press conference, and I was told straight away, you are not asking any questions and don't try to. So, but they used to have like a list, and they used to have a really good relationship with the journalists, and this was when Rodgers was there, and I think that helped. Do you know what I mean? There was a bit, it seemed a little bit more like we're all in this together with the club and the journalists. I did City, there was a little bit of that, but then they spat the dummy out when Pep was getting asked about referees. United, it's just been the opposite ever since I was doing it since Fergie, and it was like they didn't want us there, they didn't need us. It was very combative. There wasn't much of a sort of, oh yeah, we're all in this together. It was us and them with the club, and it still feels a little bit like that.
I wonder if different clubs are different.
Yeah.
Like Sir Alex famously had a pretty prickly relationship with the press.
Yeah.
It was either he doesn't mind you or he hates you.
Yeah.
Like the best you can hope for is you're in and you're allowed to ask a question. It's never chummy matey, was it?
No.
And at worst, it's what the fuck are you doing here? And ever since Sir Alex, we've not been good enough for anyone to build a positive relationship, really. Like, I wonder if it would be different if we won a league title or two. Maybe it would, because although Klopp used to fall out with people at the press all the time.
But that's what you have to do. You have to control them.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of them.
Mm-hmm. Like, but you know what Liverpool fan really cared when Klopp was horrible to journalists? Because there was times when he'd just be a dickhead with them for no real reason. They'd ask a reasonable question, and if he wasn't feeling it, and there's not like the scouts are going, oh, I can't believe Klopp's done that. They're all like, yeah, fair enough. And I think if you're successful, people don't mind.
You know
that.
what moment I go back to though? There was was it after we won the FA Cup when we started asking Ten Hag some mad? What did they
on
ask?
the pitch?
Yeah, what
Gary
did they ask him?
Lineker and Alan Shearer said, "Where's this been all season?"
Yeah, and it's like he should have gone then.
No, we got
Who
to
the
the
fuck
final.
are you talking
we didn't
to?
get a bye to the final.
Yeah.
I know we didn't play that well, but like
He should have gone to Shearer. Hold on a minute. I've won more trophies as England than you, so you shut the fuck up. And like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, just all of a sudden, Man United fans go, "Hold on a minute,
Yeah.
that's my gaffer."
I think he.
But do we think Amorim's got that? Because he definitely has that sort of smiley charisma. Like we saw in those pictures, you know, with Dan Ashworth. Dan Ashworth was pissing his pants with excitement. Like they looked giddy. I thought Wilcox and Ashworth in particular had like
Yeah. Berardi, I think, was
pure
like
Alan
that. I don't know what
Partridge
he was
pose.
doing.
Aha!
Yeah.
But like they looked genuinely like
His
excited
Castro
to be
GTX
around him,
jacket.
didn't they? I love that jacket so much. I'd wear one of them so hard. Like they look happy to be around him. You see the players saying hello, and obviously they're going to want to make a good impression and that. But he's like right in there with them. He's hugging them. He's saying hello. There seems to be I don't know, it's his age or just his personality, but like a closeness to him and a more sort of personal touch to him. Whether that, again, you can already write the inverse, which is he never kept that separation with the players. They felt like they had too much power because he was one of them rather than being a manager.
But he's a head coach, not a manager.
Well, exactly. So
he needs to keep those players. Like
he does. But on the, you know what I mean? I'm saying I think that's a good thing. But if the results start going wrong, it's the players never felt like he had authority in the dressing room. You can see what will be written about.
Well, it's like the suit, like
the
the
downsides.
clothes thing. Like at the moment, I'm like, this fella's rocking up in Moncler and Valentino and that. I like the cut of his jib. But then if he loses a few games, you go stick a fucking suit on and grow up.
Get that'll
be a stick to beat him with
devils on it.
Like his age as well. People go, he's too inexperienced, too young for United. That's what'll happen if things go wrong.
Yeah, but I think that's where Ineos have to. We'll talk about recruitment and stuff, but Ineos have to show that control above him because he is a head coach. He's not a manager. So who is it who's going to do the discipline side, do the kind of day-to-day running side of things that Sir Alex used to do or that Ten Hag was expected to do or whatever? If he's down there being the coach and not really much more than that, who's going to impose what Man United is and how we train and all the sort of standards outside of, you know, the sort of tactical stuff? Someone else has to do that now, and I wonder who that'll be.
I think as well, it would being positive about the setup now and Amorim, and like you say, that head coach thing. One of the biggest sticks to beat Ten Hag with was some of the signings. We'd wasted money on Mason Mount. We'd wasted money on Anthony. Like that was like.
I think Mason Mount could be good.
Oh, he couldn't. No, at the time though.
No, I think
it was helped Ten Hag keep his job.
No, it was looked at as you've wasted 50 million on him. You've wasted 80 million on him. That's a lot of money that we could have spent elsewhere on a Harry Kane or whatever. If Ineos are having more of a say on transfers, if he's more of a head coach, he's not going to get the same sort of blame if certain transfers work out. If I'm trying to be positive, that might help him a little bit. Because a big criticism of Erik Ten Hag was some of these signings you've made. Because he spent a lot of money, or a lot of money was spent on his watch, and they didn't all work out.
Every man, this is
how much
just
do you spend on his watch?
If he's like me, 30 quid from
nice.
H. Samuel.
Timpson and that.
Do you know what I mean? Christmas present.
But that's happened with all of our managers in the last 10 years, though, hasn't it? Because we're not winning, that gets blamed on the players, which is partly fair enough. So then they were failed signings. Like Maguire and Wan-Bissaka were constantly thrown at Solskjaer. And I think even like Pogba and Lukaku and players like that were sort of used against.
I think Jose got a bit more of a bit more leeway because that last transfer window was a shambles.
Yeah,
and everyone recognised that.
Yeah.
Like Fred, who he said he didn't want, and also not playing him against Juve 1-0 down and saying I had no one on the bench when he was sat there. You can't make it more obvious you did not want that player. And also, even the sign of Lee Grant would look ridiculous. Not his fault, but
It was the low Fred and Grant.
yeah, a third choice goalkeeper. It just looked obscene when we were 19 points behind.
But Pogba
So I
was
get your
touted
point.
as a waste of money.
Yeah,
by
but then again,
sections.
I always felt with the whole Pogba thing, there was little signals from Jose that it was like Woodward wanted Pogba. I wasn't going to say no kind of thing, rather than he'd push for him. With Tenag, it very much felt like he'd push for some of these signings.
I mean, Moyes another one, the Fellaini thing. And the saga across the summer.
watched
We can get Fellaini and Baines for this.
Have you watched the overlap with him?
David Moyes? No.
where he's
I've seen
talking
clips of it.
about-
I haven't seen the full thing.
Talking about Bale, and there was someone else.
Oh, was it Bale and Fabregas? That was what we were going to get.
Yeah.
And he said like it was all set up and that was going to happen, and then we ended up with neither of them, and then scrambling around for Marouane.
Do we know why
Fellaini.
it didn't happen?
Well, apparently with Fabregas was going to come to us, and then I think Chelsea.
Just when he went from
I
Barca to
love
Chelsea.
Fabregas. You know.
Yeah,
he was brilliant.
He's one of my favourite players.
And then Bale, I think, again he was going to come to us.
Was
and
this
then,
when he left Tottenham?
Yeah, and then Real Madrid were interested, and that was the end of that.
Also, like David Moyes is trying to persuade you.
And it felt a bit like, yeah, of course, yeah, I'm going to come and sign you. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, you can count on that.
And then he had Tony Cruz lined up, and Van Gaal said, "Nah, thanks. I want Schweinsteiger."
We've messed it up a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a mix.
But hopefully,
of managers getting it wrong and the
then-
people above them getting it wrong, I think.
So if we look at, I mean, actually, I want to talk more about transfers in just a minute, Jay. But before that, let's have a word from our
talking about
sponsor.
transfers, I've got to apologise to someone.
Oh, what?
We'll do it in a bit.
Oh,
Go
wow.
to the advert.
Fellas,
You apologising?
Yeah, I'm apologising today. I'm going to be a
First.
bigger man.
Clip this up.
yeah, we'll see about that. Do you want your grooming to be a one and done deal? Because Manscaped have got you sorted upstairs and downstairs now, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs, whether it's your beard or your balls, they have got you covered. For your balls, they've got the Lawnmower Ultra 5.0, yeah? We love a bit of that. But for your beard, they've got the Beard Hedger, yeah? And that has got my favourite thing ever, the 20 length options.
Yeah, that is good. So you can sort of
You've
grade
got 20 options of your
get
length.
shape.
Fucking hell.
You can get it. Look at yours.
So you
a
can
little
have
bit
look at
short
this.
here than
Can we
it
have
is
Mac
here.
a single look? That's how, very
Fade
well
piece.
groomed, very
Very
demure.
You can get all of that.
Then
going.
you've got him over there who's, almost let himself go, but just about clinging on to some semblance of
No,
grooming.
you're not a very good advert for
Do you know what I
Manscaped.
mean? Come on,
Look at
fix
it.
up. Like,
Look at all
do you
this,
know what I
man.
mean?
Sort
Like,
it out.
but that's
What's wrong
design.
with
He's chosen that from
I just
20
come
length
out of the
options.
bathroom with my Manscaped.
And you think
Doing
that's?
actually.
You think that's? Bad. You should see what he does with his
should see
balls.
it.
You should see what he does with his balls.
Got a landing strip down there.
And then you've got me or mine, which is smooth all over and down there as well. So don't you worry about that. And it's a one-time
He's like an
deal.
action man, dog.
Yeah, honestly.
That's all going on down there.
Honestly, it's sensational. If I do say so myself.
Not just the 20 length options, but it's also got the
20
titanium
length
coated
options,
stainless steel T-blade as well. And then,
Mate,
of course, the Lawnmower
sounds like my
5.0 for downstairs. That's got interchangeable heads. It's got your classic trimmer and your foils.
It's got the multifunctional on-off switch, Joseph.
Exactly.
I love that.
On, off,
It can be on or it can be off. It's amazing, that, isn't it?
It's absolutely amazing. And using the code Paddock24, you can get 20% off and free shipping. The link's in the description. Go and check them out. Perfect for Christmas gifts as well, by the
Mate,
way.
imagine you getting one of them for Crimbo. You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you?
Absolutely unbelievable.
Get one
Don't wait till Christmas. What are you waiting for?
You'll be buzzing,
Yeah.
but your bag won't be with the multifunctional on-off switch. Use the code Paddock24 for 20% off and free shipping. Your balls will thank you. What's this apology? you
Yeah,
wanna
go on.
get
Are you
into?
apologising to your little wokey? Oh, look at me. I'm sorry. Pathetic.
Listen.
Was it Trump wins an election and all of a sudden you're some right wing?
I told you.
Yeah,
he was
well,
gonna-
yeah.
I told you Trump was
Listen.
going to win, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I told you.
Yeah, you both knew. You both just knew for sure. Yeah, that's cool.
Do you know?
I knew he was winning when he won the first time.
I tossed a coin and it was Trump and now I know everything. Grow up.
Mate, it was so obvious.
Yeah, it was so obvious. Like he won the last time. That was dead obvious as well, wasn't
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
it? Yeah. Get over yourself.
Mamba Ugarte, I need to apologise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was a bit fed up a couple of weeks ago.
Go on, what did
in
you
one
say?
of my match reviews. And I said, I know it's early,
Wow.
but this guy is shit.
Was this after Southampton when he'd been on for 10 minutes?
I don't know, it was, I think it was it Chelsea? I can't remember what game it was. It was when Ten Hag was here. And I remember just thinking, this guy is dog shit. Like, he seemed to get into positions, not make a tackle. He seemed to, like, seemed to do everything right apart from what he was actually there to do. And I just thought he was anonymous.
You've got the experience,
like Bobby
right?
Valentino.
You know.
I know. I never go early.
You never go early. You never go early. You remember? You remember? Yeah. Patrice Evra.
I know, but
you remember Nemanja Vidic. You remember them lot. Yeah.
But it was I was just fed up. Yeah. United. Ten Hag was getting sacked.
Yeah, I think
I was a bit stressed about that. I kind of felt like just fucking end it all. Let's not even get a new manager. Just toss it all off.
Fold the
Start again.
You do have an element of what's the point in all of this?
Let's not go too fast on.
Yeah, I went very, very early. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the bollocks. He might still be a flop. I may still be right. I may have to re-apologise to myself.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, you'd love nothing more than
Has anyone ever done that? That'd be good.
I would like to officially apologise to
me.
myself for ever doubting me.
It's very Michael Scott.
You are forgiven.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Very Michael Scott.
I went early.
Well,
I'm taking it back.
No.
So you're fully embracing the idea that Manuel Guy is absolutely
No.
Right.
I'm not embracing the idea that he's absolutely shit.
Right. Okay. That's fair. All right. Can we agree on one thing then? That Nusayr Mazraoui is absolutely.
Oh, mate, he's the best player in the world.
Thank you. Finally, we're getting there.
12 million.
Hey.
He's so good.
I think we should write another check.
Yeah.
30 million and just give it.
I think we should.
He's got that thing.
That sounds like a very United thing to do. Actually. We've underpaid. Did we say 12? Is that no? We don't pay less than 40 million for anyone.
120.
Do you know some people are just like really good at everything? And like you play table
John
tennis
O'Shea,
against them
for
and somehow
example.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
And you play cricket and like, did you play cricket? Not really. But they're just great. Mazraoui's got that look of like.
Phil Neville's good at cricket and Gary Neville's good
Exactly.
at cricket.
Yeah, he played with Matthew Hayden?
Matthew Hayden.
fella?
Yeah.
The what?
Gary Neville and him.
Oh, right, okay.
Hayden. Hoggard.
Yeah.
Hoggard's English, not Aussie.
Why was Gary Neville playing with Australians?
Mate, that's
I don't
how
know,
good
he
he
did
was.
though.
Growing up.
Big in the game.
Yeah,
and that.
man, there's a
They
sort
were
of
like.
Hoggard would make
In Gary Neville's book, there's a back
They
page.
were like.
Is it?
Yeah.
They were brilliant.
Amazing
But that's
at
what
cricket.
Mazraoui's got that.
It was
feel
almost a
to me.
choice for them.
Do you know where he's just got complete control of how his body moves and how his feet touch? Like he's not someone that's like everything seems to just come easy for him. Like
Do you know
he
what?
just gets
Actually,
it.
while we're on the thing of apologies,
Delete that.
It's Gary and
It is Matthew Hayden.
I actually do need to apologise to Mazraoui. Not that I criticised him, but
How about we just stop being such negative bastards?
I said we didn't need to get a right back,
Mate,
and I was
we
wrong.
lost Ten Hag, all right. We were sad.
He wasn't sacked when you said Ugarte was shit.
Well, he was about to get sacked.
Yeah.
Could see it coming.
Yeah.
I didn't think we needed a right back, and it took half an hour against Fulham to make me change my mind.
Yeah. He didn't want to sell out.
I wanted a left back, right? Because I thought, why are we getting right backs when we've got two that both play and are both different and good? When we need a left back, it makes no sense. But Mazraoui's that good.
They all got the lows falling off a cliff a bit.
Well, mate, I don't like seeing
You're going to be
this.
issuing apologies to him in about 2 weeks. Why don't we just save it?
I didn't say he's shit.
I want to get back to you. I want to get back to Amorim anyway because we never actually got to the meat and potatoes of it.
Yes.
Ooh.
What?
I'm hungry.
Looking at the Premier League table,
reminded me.
United,
I'm starving.
well, you're going to have meat and some stew or some meat and potatoes. And that.
Hot pot. Not had hot pot for years.
What's the difference between a hot
Is
pot
there a
and a
war
stew?
going on?
No.
So give it.
By the time
Let's
this
get it off
video
this
goes
first.
out, it might
Come
be.
on, it's not even there yet.
United currently 13th on 15 points. You go up the table, you've got the likes of Bournemouth, Brentford,
Ignore
Tottenham,
Bournemouth,
Villa,
Brentford,
Newcastle,
Tottenham, Villa.
Fulham, Brighton, Forest, Arsenal.
We're basically fifth at the moment.
Chelsea are third currently, and they're on 19, only 4 points ahead of Man United.
We're fifth at the moment.
What does that mean? Because we are 13th.
Because Bournemouth, Brentford get to where you belong, down there somewhere. Tottenham.
Isn't it us that needs to get to
What
where we
about
belong?
Tottenham? Villa, don't worry about them. Newcastle, shite. Fulham, they'll be back down there soon. Danny Welbeck, I love you, but we'll finish above Brighton.
Yeah.
And Forest, they got a nosebleed up there. So we're basically fifth, and
Right.
we are 4 points off fourth and third.
So obviously, on the one hand,
And Amorim's going to come in and win like 4 games on a spin.
Well, you say
so
that.
before you know it,
Do you know?
could be dizzy
one
and
hand-
heights of
Do
second.
you know
Although
how
this is
hard
great.
that draw at Ipswich is going to hit now?
I know it's going to be horrendous, isn't it?
That 0-0.
4 points off third is phenomenal, right? Like,
Right.
almost where we were when the league started.
Shout out Rude, by the way, thank you.
But
Yes.
on the other hand, does
Perfect.
this now create an expectation for Amorim that fourth is a possibility? And
Yeah.
if you don't get it, people will criticise
It's not
you?
a failure, no, because he's just come in. He has to kind of get to grips with things, get to grips with the Premier League and all that kind of stuff. But it's an achievable target.
What if he
it means the
finishes
Premier
7th?
League campaign isn't done and dusted. And I'll go as far as to say as well, we're going to win a trophy and finish top 4.
I think there isn't. I think
I've
I know he's Mr. Optimistic, but I think people are looking at it going, you could get top 4.
Yeah, but is that not a worry for? Because at the start of this season,
genuinely,
if Amorim were to come in at the start of the season after last year, let's say we sacked Ten Hag, finish 8th, new manager, what would the expectation have been?
Can I ask you a question?
Challenge for 4th.
Can I ask you a question?
Now he's doing. Sorry, one sec. Now he's expected to do the same thing with a 4-point handicap. How is that fair?
Are Spurs in the race for top 4?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up then. So are we.
Yeah,
They're
but
1 point ahead of us.
no, I'm not saying we aren't. I'm just saying, are we almost in a precarious situation where we've had a decent little run under Van Nistelrooy?
You've already forgot his name.
What?
Oh, right, sorry.
Under Van
Van
Nistelrooy.
Nistelrooy.
No, I love him.
Yeah.
And we've kind of we're not far off again now. But we're asking Amorim to do the job we would have expected him to do at the start of the year with 4 points behind.
What's 27 times 3?
54, 70, 81.
There you go.
What?
81 points to play for, baby.
Right.
81 points to play for.
So we can finish on 96
we
points.
finish on 96 points.
I'm worried that you're expecting a lot from him. And almost optimism.
I'm worried that you're...
But I think your
trusting what-
optimism...
Why don't you like him?
Your optimism
Why do you
might be
hate Ruben
setting him
Amorim?
up for failure is what I'm worried about.
Why
'Cause
don't
if we
you
all-
hate him?
what we
He's not
need-
even had a game yet, and you've already
what we
written him
need
off.
to do is set up a narrative where improvement on last season would be success. Finish 7th, challenge for a trophy, and because here's my worry. Because here's my worry. If everyone starts believing that 3rd is a real possibility, and we finish 6th, which we could improve on what we're playing like now and finish 6th.
Have you not seen Miracle on 34th Street?
I love it. It's
If you
incredible.
don't believe, the slip don't move.
But so then everyone starts going, well, actually, 3rd was achievable when he arrived, so this season we're back. Then 6 months into next season, when we're 7th again, he might get sacked, having not even had a full season.
Have you seen that documentary on Netflix about the baseball thing?
No.
There's a guy here.
Go on.
He's proper moody twat, innit?
I've not seen the baseball one.
He just gives it loads to his team, innit?
Yeah.
And then they make a really big signing. Don't know what his name is. Don't care about baseball.
Yeah.
But they make a really big signing, and he's just
Babe
crap.
Ruth.
Barry Bonds, I think.
Yeah, all right.
So they sign Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
and he goes from being the best player in the league to just dog shit. Can't hit anything.
Alexis Sanchez style.
Alexis Sanchez style. But then this proper miserable bloke here, who has like an online presence, like us, by the way, he suddenly goes, guys, when he's at the, what's it called?
Plate.
Plate. When he's at the plate, we all need to give him a standing ovation. We need to cheer him. We need to believe. Guess what happens?
He's still shit.
He turns into
Gets
the
worse.
best player in the world again.
Really?
Yeah.
Scores all the goals in that.
Scores all the goals.
Yeah, that's sick.
So what
we
we need
can
to
do
say
that
is
to
to get
Xerxes.
behind the manager.
And
So-
Amorim. So let's believe.
Do you know how long that'll last?
About 45
Till
minutes.
Ipswich.
Full time.
So Ipswich score.
To the track
Suan
boys,
Xavier heads it
absolutely
in
plummet us.
to give us a winner. To give them the winner.
So we get absolutely combine harvested by it.
yeah, exactly.
Next weekend.
So yeah,
Do you understand my point now?
I get your point, and we said this, didn't we? The difficulty you've got of taking over in November is if you'd have come in like January, like when Ollie took over from Jose, or when Ralph Rangnick came in. I know it was a disaster, or whatever. I know it was December. People go, "Oh, the season's getting away from you. It's done." November, people look at it going, actually, you just said it at 1 point behind Spurs, who are in a top 4 race. Chelsea, who can implode or whatever at any time. What are they? 3 points above us? 4 points above us?
4.
Like, it's all doable. Like, to get into that mix.
We might even finish above Arsenal.
Because you've given yourself enough time. It's a double-edged sword.
What have I just told you
You're
about
gonna get-
believing?
You're going to get him sacked with this.
What
sort of
have I just
rhetoric.
told you about believing?
The only reason I'm not 100% confident is I don't know whether he's going to be able to get these strikers firing straight away.
Yeah.
It might take him a while.
Nah, Højlund will be all right. Højlund will be all right.
Do you
He just
reckon?
needs to stop fighting with people. What's he doing? You're not Kurt Angle. Stop
He needs to get
wrestling
in that
people.
box a bit more. But if it takes him, like, say, half a season to get them to where he wants them, then that's basically
You
almost
know what
done,
everyone
innit?
needed to do? Just fuck off international break.
Do you know what we should do?
just stay in character.
You know, you spoke about your mate
England.
who did those, got everyone to do a standing ovation.
Yeah.
How did he do that, by the way? Like, what, he just went online and said everyone should give a standing ovation?
Yeah, and then he
Everyone
went
"Oh,
viral,
yeah,
viral,
great
viral,
idea."
viral.
We need to pray to the phone every time.
No, we haven't got there yet. We haven't got there.
I
yet.
think we are. I think that
We'll
it
do
works.
that before
We've
the
done it
Ipswich
twice and it's worked twice. That's 100% success rate.
That's pretty
We'll
good.
do it before the Ipswich game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, do it.
So if you're going to be watching the Ipswich game, make sure you tune into the watch along.
Yeah.
We'll have a big old prayer session.
Yeah.
We'll be like that guy with the mad eyes in America who just ends up buying a private jet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could become that, you know.
Yeah, mate.
There's a lot of money in
to
that.
be made there. Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah. Mental. He's definitely a baby or something.
Yeah, he's off his head, isn't he? But
Allegedly.
he's absolutely raking
He's
it.
got his own private jet, hasn't he? Because he
Yeah,
can't.
he's
Because he
can't-
says like Jesus don't want me to be on coach.
Yeah, with the little
Yeah.
devils.
Yeah.
He calls
Jesus
the
has told
public
me
devils.
that you lot have got to give me all your dough. And they're like, yes, sure.
This is where he comes into it.
Because he looks like him. Yeah. Yeah. You
But like who?
Who you think?
Joseph. The one, Joseph.
You know,
You need
we
to
could
wear
make a
that
lot
thing.
of money
You
out
need
of
to
gullible
recreate that
people.
viral moment you two had.
Yeah, that's true.
Wear them robes.
Every time I tell him every time we go away, we need to do another one.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
Yeah,
listen.
like it could be a.
Can I offer a counter scenario on the?
Well, I think you're lying. I know you. I think deep down, you've drunk the Kool-Aid. You're like, this is happening. But you don't want to admit it because you're doing that thing of devil's advocate, which I respect, counter argument. Otherwise, we all just agree and it's boring. But also, there's that little thing of people tend to go on the internet and find old clips of you and put them online
Not bothered about
to give you grief.
Not bothered about. I think Amorim will be a massive success at United.
Yeah.
I do. And
Doesn't sound like it.
and you can clip that up as much as you want.
Yeah.
I believe it. My only worry is, let's say, here's another scenario. So
Okay.
after the first, what's a quarter of 38? It does it even go into 4? It doesn't, does it? So let's say
It's 19.
let's
I
say
don't know.
something
Yeah.
like 9. Let's say 9ish. So after the first 9 games this season, United were like 7 points off third, right? No, but listen. So what if after the next 9 we're only 4 points off third, and after the next 9 we're still 4 points off third,
Brilliant.
and then after the next 9 we're 6 points off third.
Yeah.
We're still doing better than we were, but we end up finishing 6th. And will that feel like failure? Like I don't know.
No, it won't.
That's my worry.
It won't. But you got to set your sights high.
Do you know what part of the problem
What's that
as well?
saying? Shoot for the stars, and you'll fall on the moon.
Yeah, but there's no
what it is?
breathable atmosphere
what it
and no food. Yeah, a waterless, foodless.
you know
and
what?
half the time it's minus 200 degrees.
Do you know what is?
How cold it is?
That's
up
the
there?
moon.
What is?
The moon.
What?
Freezing half
Is
the
it
time,
cold?
and then the other half the time you're getting blasted by the sun's
Oh, by
deadly
the way,
rays.
This is uncensored, so fuck all that.
Right.
Have you been watching Alien Investigation on Netflix? Investigate Aliens or something?
No.
With George Knapp.
Who's
George Knapp?
He's like a famous journalist who like has been reporting on these things. It's good, you know.
Yeah.
I believe, brother.
Yeah.
Is
I
there anything
believe.
in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Aliens and that.
Really?
Evidence of them. Everywhere. Do you believe in aliens?
Not really.
Don't you know
I'm
about,
open to it, though,
Do you know
'cause if
about
they're
Commander
possible.
David Fravor?
No.
He was like what they called when they fly planes for the
Pilot.
army.
Pilot,
For the army.
do me a favour.
For the army.
An army pilot.
Navy.
Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL. No. That's not.
Navy SEALs don't fly planes.
What do they do?
The army fella that flies a plane.
Right,
anyway.
okay.
He was flying a plane and he saw one. And it was on his radars and
No.
everything.
Right.
Yeah.
What was?
The
Aliens.
aliens.
Right.
Do you believe in aliens? You two. You do.
Watch this. After you watch this, you'll believe.
Do you?
No, I don't know.
You have to.
Why is
I believe they exist somewhere in the universe.
Why has no one actually got some proof? Has that guy got
There's
proof?
proof.
Real. It's not Photoshop.
Videos and that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Watch it.
We'll have a look. We'll see.
Alien investigation.
Is it new?
Yeah. Also, didn't you see when recently the White House released loads of like
Aliens.
documents and stuff and videos and that?
UFOs definitely exist, but it just means unidentified. It doesn't mean
No,
of another planet.
This is extraterrestrial shit, bro.
Really?
We'll see. Well, I'll watch that doc.
I
You know
actually
about the
watched
South
that. Watch
African
it for
school
next time.
kids? Have you ever heard about that story?
Oh, is this where they all saw it and
They
then?
all saw it and they still all tell the same story. And kids don't lie, you know.
Have you seen the film The Hunt
Which
with
one?
Mads
Several.
Mikkelsen?
No. Is it any
Okay.
good?
Watch it and then tell me that just because they have the same story don't mean it happened.
Really?
Kids don't lie like
Russia.
that.
Kids do lie all
And you
the
catch
time.
them in the lie.
Kids
No,
literally
you
lie
catch kids in the-
constantly.
Nah, you catch kids in the lie.
My kids don't lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said the love is there.
They.
So what's the story then? So all these kids saw what?
They saw like
An
like a
alien.
thing landed and the geezer come out and started chatting to them.
How old are the kids?
Like in school, yeah, key stage 2.
It was a.
What does that mean? Key stage
You know
2?
what key stage
How
one
old's
It
that?
was a neonatal unit. They were
Yeah.
all under the age of 6 weeks.
Yeah. Key stage 2. Right. What year?
That's
how
year
old
2
are
onwards. Key stage 2.
Let's do a poll behind the back. Put your hand up if you believe.
So you don't know. Right.
One and a half.
there,
One and a half.
But there's about 60 people behind the camera, so that's not great odds.
Yeah. Doubled our audience.
All right, so an alien geezer, as you said, lands, comes down and says hello.
Not hello.
Why does he land at a South African school?
Exactly, like if you're
by
visiting.
accident, innit?
Why?
I don't know. And then
Why
all
wouldn't
these
you
kids
land at
told
like
the same
the
story.
UN or something?
Listen, I don't know the answers to that question, but it happened, innit?
Have you ever seen a film The Faculty?
No.
They always say if you're going to land on another planet, you're going to go in through the front door, the back door. Maybe it's a bit of that.
How?
That's like Trump, he's talking about Ali al-Baghdadi. And he goes, see, a lot of guys, they knock on the front door.
Hello.
He died like a dog.
A beautiful dog.
Beautiful dog.
What is he saying? Who on earth would go, ding dong, ring doorbell, fucking camera. Hello, it's Navy Seals here. We've come to exterminate you and everyone you love. Can you let us in? He's not letting us in. Should we go back to America? Of course you're fucking going through the back door.
He died like a dog.
The next 4 years are
Why does he say he died like a dog? Why does he say a beautiful dog? What is
I don't know. It's been clipped up.
Because the kind of people that vote for him are like, you know, those people that hate humans, but if you were like
dogs.
to slap a dog, they'd be like really angry.
I don't know. There's little bits missing in there. It's obviously, you know.
What do you mean in his brain?
Well, there's that, but also of the footage of what he's saying. It clips up. But
He's
going back to
incredible.
your thing,
Go on.
They do exist.
yeah, I'm open to the suggestion.
So
I'm not really.
Give me a little prediction then.
Watch the Joe Rogan with Commander David Fravor.
we're back to this.
Here we go. Joe Rogan.
No, I'm not telling you to listen to Joe Rogan. I'm telling you to listen to Commander David
fair
Fravor.
enough. All right.
Watch it. It's 3 hours.
Jesus Christ. Can you not just tell me what happened?
Why do they always land in places that aren't like big? Why have they never gone to the Pentagon or to
They have.
the House of
Have you seen the
Parliament?
videos of them around White House and that?
Around
The White House. There's a pub near mine called the White House.
Amy Whitehouse?
seen a video around the White House? Yeah.
mate.
No one filmed it though. No one had that.
These lot of dickheads.
I mean, there could have been some aliens, couldn't there? But I do think it's slightly disrespectful to the people who created like the pyramids or radar to just say it was an alien species that crash landed and gave them the pyramids.
Yeah.
I think these are some of the most genius human beings that have ever lived 4,000 years ago in Egypt, and we're going, you were way too primitive and thick
Yeah,
to
you
come up
could've
with
done that.
some stones.
Slaves
in
made
a
that.
pile.
Slave labour, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But don't give it like aliens all the credit.
There he is.
Oh look, a black dot on a. It looks like an
but it's on
ultrasound
a-
for a ladybird.
It's on a army fucking radar, bro. And they couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah,
And they're
You're telling me
that.
no one's
Imagine
ever
yours
thrown
is
a
a-
flapjack?
Can you see that?
No, not only that, we're going to get
Bottom
pulled
right
for
corner.
Joe Rogan on our show.
It's only, what, 1 second?
Fucking Joe
Nah.
Rogan's
Fine.
mental.
Anyway,
He'll appreciate the publicity.
How bad was his Netflix show, by the way? Jesus.
what's more likely? Aliens exist,
Yeah.
or Amorim finishes third?
Both are happening. Both fucking happening.
So they're both at 100%.
100%.
What do you genuinely think, Jay? Give me a prediction for how the rest of the season's going to pan out in terms of style of play. You know,
This is what I wanted to say. You've reminded me. I forgot what I was going to say because I got
Barcelona
distracted by
style.
thinking about whether there's aliens or not, and I can't make my mind up. I think context is key. If Amorim is playing a style of football that's decent in terms of the pressure he's under and all that, and you can understand his decisions, and we finish fifth, people will be all right with it. The trouble what did for
Has that
Ten
ever
Hag?
happened though?
Can
Can you play good football that people are happy with
Yeah.
and finish fifth? Because
From the position we're in now, yes.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, and you might loads of draws or whatever. It's just not quite. You still can't score goals. You can see we need another striker. We might go, okay, I forgive that. What sort of did for Ten Hag was the football wasn't great. Some of his decisions seemed baffling. Like, we all love Mazraoui, but Mazraoui in the 10 felt a bit like, what are you doing?
Felt a bit like
Some
Phil
of his,
Jones taking
Yeah,
corners,
some of
innit?
his subs felt a bit like, you've lost the plot. Jose actively tried to get himself sacked. Like, he did everything he could to get fired. We know that. Like, Van Gaal was doing things that just were like, whoa, this is too boring, whatever. If Amorim can, like, come in, the football's decent, you can see what he's trying to do. You can see, okay, I get this. I get why he's trying Ugarte, Mainu or whatever, or why he's trying Diallo in a 10 or whatever. And it's kind of doing okay. We get to fifth, we improve, but we're not quite where we need to be. That'll be fine. Okay. I think what if we finish sixth or whatever, and the football's terrible, it's as bad as it was under Ten Hag, and he's doing stupidness like playing Mazraoui as a striker. You go, this guy's not the guy. I don't think he will do that, by the way. So I think it depends on the context, doesn't it? It's not just the position; it's how.
I'm really excited to see what he does with the likes of Lenny Yoro, Kobe Maino. Even Harry Amas coming through.
Yeah.
We've got Hoyland. We've got a lot of good young talent breaking through as well. Chido Obi, like, you know.
I hope we keep
got a
patient
lot
with him, because, like you say, some of those players, some of them are ready. Some of them, like Harry Amas, Chido Obi, Martin, are for the future. I hope he's that guy that gets that opportunity next season and beyond. He should be next season, but I just hope Ineos, because he's their guy they brought in, back him in terms of patience more than
I think we might be shit, because I think
what makes you say that?
Because the scenario that you just described of, I can see what they're doing, but whether it be individual errors, missing goals, you know, sort of a bit of bad luck leads us to not win many games. I think that's what we've seen already this season. I felt like this year...
No. It wasn't just bad luck.
Well, I didn't say it was just bad luck.
It was, though.
Individual errors, that includes the manager's errors. I think that this season we have played better as a whole than last season. I think we definitely have. We look more structured. We look like the players knew what they were doing more. We've controlled games better.
Absolute head-scratching decisions though by tonight.
Of course, but they all look head-scratching when you don't win.
No, but even before the game, like, I'm sorry, I know I keep banging on about it.
Right,
Mazraoui in the 10.
That's one. Okay.
Right, Toby Collier making his debut at Old Trafford when you're 2-0 down was a bit like...
But I don't think that's enough to get you...
No, but there's more. Right. Like, against Crystal Palace, as you admitted, for an hour, we're tearing them apart. He took off everyone at once who was doing well. That was a mistake. It was, and like, this is almost every game. There's a mistake. Do you know what I mean?
But they all look like mistakes when you don't win.
We started off against Spurs as badly as I've ever seen Manchester United.
I'm not saying
you have to judge decisions on results, right?
No, but exactly.
Marcus, another one. We're trying to five games. Here's another one.
Results.
Porto. Marcus Rashford is tearing them apart.
But he's the reason they scored in the first half.
He was the reason we had 2 goals as well. And were we better when we took him off? No, not really.
But we drew 1-1 as opposed to 2-2, so it wasn't that different.
We were worse. Like,
we're also down to 10 men for some of the time.
But I've just named 7 games there, bro. Yeah. Where he's made, and you're saying like,
but the problem,
that's not the manager.
The point I'm trying to make is
not playing Diallo at all. Really?
But he got 1 goal, 1 assist in 8 games. What do you want him to do?
But he's not about... You can't use stats to justify what Amad Diallo was doing.
Amad Diallo didn't get a goal or an assist against Liverpool, and he was our best player.
Yeah, but he played.
And then he dropped him.
And I'm not saying that it was brilliant on the
Ugarte.
I get it. We don't need an endless list.
Lissandra for Johnny Evans and Maguire, and we needed to score.
Like,
the fuck was going on there?
This is my point. It's every game with Ten Hag. You could see this is a man who's losing the plot.
Okay, but
I liked him. But you could every game I was going, and this is before kickoff, bro. This is like either during the game when he's making his subs, or before kickoff you're going, that's a bit of a not sure about that one. Okay, well I'll get behind the manager. You know, you back him. And then you're watching a bad game that you kind of expected. You're watching a bad result that you kind of gone, can you rely on Casemiro on his own in front of that defence? No, I don't think you can. But we tried it against the Scousers, and you got punished. Can you rely on these players who've lost form and aren't scoring goals? No, but we'll keep persisting with him.
Who was in form and scoring goals, though? There wasn't an alternative.
That's the manager's job, bro.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying it was great. The only point I'm trying to make here is every decision gets filtered through whether it was successful as a result or not.
It does.
Yes, exactly. So I think it's really hard for Amorim to make us finish 6th or whatever, and presumably it'll be a 6th that's further away from 3rd than we currently are.
Do you remember when we finished 6th with Ollie then? Here's a good example, right? We had that amazing run with Ollie, yeah?
He took over from a failed...
Let me finish.
Okay.
You're saying like every decision gets after bad results, like gets judged on it.
Yeah.
But people could see why the wheels fell off with Ollie, and it wasn't like everyone was going, Ollie's a bad manager in that second half of the season. People could see a lot of it was the same players or injuries, but he was doing the same things he'd been doing that were successful. Yeah. But you understood it. You understood what he was trying to do. Well, my point is with Ten Hag, there was decisions he was making you didn't get.
But how many people
you didn't before the game when that team was announced? You were going, right.
How many people look back now at the Ole era that you're describing and say we should never have given him the job off the back of that interim performance because that was just positivity after Jose getting sacked? People say that all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not saying and I'm not saying that you two will disagree with what you're saying. I think en masse, if we finish 6th, 12 points behind 3rd, and there are what you would describe, and I think you will stick to your guns and say, I can see what's happening here, but it's not quite working. I think that pressure will still mount on him. Do you see
the Chelsea game was a good example, right? You could see what Ruud was doing. And draw it home to Chelsea when you're winning. It ain't a great result. But that draw it home to Chelsea, for me, made more sense than the draw away at Porto in terms of tactics and what we were doing. Porto just seemed a mess to me. It was like Marcus is best attacking, but he's conceding goals. I'm taking him off. I'm changing the defence, and you could argue, well, Maguire got the winner or whatever. Head's falling off. Bruno gets sent off. It looked a shambles. The Chelsea game wasn't perfect, but you can see what the manager's trying to do. So I think when you can see what a manager's trying to do and it doesn't quite work, you're more forgiving than when you think a manager has lost the plot. That's my point. Yeah. Because I get your point, but I'm thinking so many times me and you've sat on this table and gone, okay, all right, that's a bit, I'm not right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas just using the Chelsea game as an example, I wasn't going, what the fucking hell is he doing with Van Nistelrooy here? He's gone mental. Yet there's times when Eric Ten Hag and I backed him, and I was like, fucking hell. I don't know about that one.
There was mistakes.
Do you know what I mean?
There was plenty of mistakes this season.
That's why I think it'll be more forgiving if the manager, and it's a big if we finish 5th and you go, look, you know, we couldn't buy a striker in January. He's tried Xerxes, he's tried Højlund, he's tried Marcus down the middle. None of them are scoring goals. That's not on him. Do you know what I mean? Like, not completely anyway. You know, we might have, I don't know, injuries or whatever, or he's using Ugarte and Casemiro, Ugarte and Menu. They're looking like they're developing a relationship in midfield. That's looking solid. Players are improving a little bit. You know what I mean? They're finding the system. It's kind of working. But we finished 5th. Okay, maybe Spurs or whoever get their act together. Arsenal are flying. Chelsea sort themselves out. You could forgive that. If he's going, I'm going to stick Marcus Rashford at left back, and he's shocking, but I'm persisting with it.
That.
No, but if he does that, then that's my point. Yeah. If he's doing baffling decisions, then the results go against him. Yes, you will get criticism, and people might lose faith with you.
Yeah.
If people can see what you're trying to do, a la, say, Rude against Chelsea, I know I'm not saying people, obviously he was leaving, but people will be okay with that. Yeah. For a first season.
I think you'll be okay with that.
Yeah,
and I know, and I believe. But my worry is.
Are you talking about the mental people?
No, not the mental people. The people like Jamie Carragher who said Lissandro Martinez couldn't work at United before he'd even played a game, and he's the biggest pundit in the country. The people in newspapers, the other people on social media, and the mental people that you're referring to, they're the people I'm worried about. Not you.
Can I ask you a question?
We're generally more positive and backing than most people are. What?
Why do you hate Ruben Amorim?
I'm worried that people are putting too much pressure on him and it's going to hurt him. That's all I'm worried about.
No, I get your point, but I think, and I don't just think it's us, I think a lot of United fans are sort of keen to get behind this guy, and I think we can see it, especially after a season when we finished 8th, which, let's have it right, is unheard of. It was unheard of as United. Losing at home to Bournemouth and Fulham and all that shit. Like,
and it was probably the right thing for him to go. I'm not like,
we all backed him, and I'm not going to pretend it. I literally, before the Spurs game, said get behind him, and then after it, I was like getting shit because I was like, I've given up with this guy.
His veins popping out. You've made
honestly.
His veins pop out.
But I think, I think people will get behind him if you can see what he's trying to do.
I hope so.
That's my point.
I just think that you can see what he's trying to do is such a fine line to walk, because if there's a big gap in the middle of midfield, people will go same as Ten Hag.
No, but he hasn't had a pre-season. He hasn't had a summer transfer
I just
window.
hope
He hasn't had any of those things.
Reasons stick around when we finish 6th.
We're not finishing 6th.
Well, hope not.
Where do you think 3rd? Where do you think?
No,
prediction.
I think 3rd's not good enough.
I think we'll finish behind. We're definitely going to finish behind Arsenal, City, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably finish behind Chelsea as well, and then I think it's a toss-up between Tottenham and Newcastle. So I think we'll probably finish 5th or 6th.
5th could be Champions League as well.
Yeah, it could.
And we win the Europa League, by the way.
That would help us get Champions League.
We win that.
I think. Hope so. He's not 100%. Done particularly well in Europe, has he, Amorim?
So you're saying 5th?
Apart from smashing the shit out of City the other week.
That was good. 5th.
5th or 6th, yeah.
Top one.
What do you think?
It depends on City's charges. If City get done for them charges, we'll finish 2nd. If not 3rd.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No.
Are Liverpool
you don't
going to win the league?
Finish 3rd, do you?
What?
Do you really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
And that's possible.
It's possible.
Mate, the wheels have come off for
First
everyone
is possible.
except the Scousers.
And us. Because we've put our wheels on.
City lost 4 in a row, mate. That's relegation for him. He's lucky to be in a job. Arteta's gone bananas completely.
He was always bananas.
Yeah, but he's getting worse. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
it's funny. Everyone went, Arteta's like Pep and that, because he was also managed by Moyes, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think he's closer to Moyes than he is to Pep.
He's got a similar trophy cabinet to Moyes.
That's class.
He is.
He is Moyes 2.0, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not Pep 2.0, he's Moyes 2.0. That's what I mean. Sorry to say again. It's Moyes. So I think genuinely, the thing is, right, Chelsea could finish 3rd, so why couldn't we?
Because they're better than us.
They're not.
I don't think. I think
a billion players, and they've scored. What is it? 10 more goals.
I think they've had a player in Parma who is flying. I know he's not done too great against certain teams, but he's flying in a way that we've not got a player like that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
What, are we going to get one between now and next week?
No, but Bruno can be that guy.
Yeah.
Bruno can. If Bruno gets his form back, Bruno can do the numbers that Palmer's doing. I know it's a big if, but Bruno can do the numbers that Palmer's doing. Do you know what I mean? And Palmer's had a great run, but also he's looked a little bit wobbly in a few games recently. He's class, he is. If we can get a tune out of Bruno, he can do that. We could step up like that. Because I think in terms of the team, the squad, I think when you look at those two squads, us and Chelsea, there's not that much difference, especially not in the starting 11.
But they've also got a 4-point head start. That if
we've got to go to Stamford Bridge. So that's money in the bank, innit?
They've got to go to Middlesbrough and get something.
Yeah, we're still fighting for this. When you say that about a man like Stuart Pearce,
I think, and I keep saying this, Ineos need to step up. Yeah. A lot of this is on them as well.
Do you know what a lot of it might be, bro? January.
Yeah,
because we might have to do something.
We should chill in January. Seriously, just chill in January.
Well, you say that we might be like we've scored 4 goals between now and
We
January.
need to try and get a striker on.
Yeah, that might be it, bro.
I don't want to see us going to Sporting Lisbon and taking all their players. Fuck that out the window.
What if they're good?
Then no, let's not do it. Let's make a rule: no Sporting players allowed. Good rule.
No. That imagine we had that rule fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, but we've got to stop doing that.
Yeah. What have Sporting ever done for us?
Everyone does that.
Hey.
Yeah, let's not do it.
Who have we ever got from Sporting?
Like, oh yeah, let's go get Gyökeres. Why?
Hey.
Sort out Højlund. He can basically be better than him.
Can he?
He can. Gyökeres is like 6 years older than him. 5 years older than him.
Yeah,
he's a young man.
He's obviously more developed, and also wasn't he stinking the place out at Brighton or somewhere like that not long ago?
Yeah.
Get behind Højlund.
I do
get behind Amorim, you knob.
Yeah, man. Stop being negative on Amorim, man. You know what I mean?
I think that time will show that I'm the only one that's truly given him a chance at this table.
What do you mean?
You are presenting to the world
the
man that's going to get us 4th in a trophy.
No.
And when they don't, people go, you were wrong about him. I'm presenting to the world someone that's hopefully going to change
You're just scared of being hurt.
A better mentality. I'm trying to help him succeed.
You're where I was 1 week ago.
Maybe I'm scared of getting hurt. Maybe I am.
I seen him turn up to Old Trafford and give everyone a hug, and I was like, fuck.
I think
I said to him the other day, I've lost the plot with him already. I was like, don't do, because I went like big on Ten Hag when we got him. I thought he was the guy. Don't do that again. And then I seen some pictures of him and I thought, yeah, he is.
He's a mint.
Yeah.
And
it's just like, the way he's just the way, yeah.
You know,
do you know what I mean?
Nice tan,
he dresses and that.
You know.
Like,
told Gary Cottrell to go.
Yeah.
Is this the first United manager that we've ever had that's younger than you?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
So, because Busby was 36, but I was 37 at the time, so that don't count.
Maybe 35.
35, so yeah. So yeah, that's.
You know, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, so.
Me and him would have been in the same school, like.
If you'd have been completely different.
Secondary school.
If you'd have been born.
I would have been in year 7, he would have been in year 11.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we've got a coach that's younger than you, haven't we?
He's 28. He's younger than me.
He's younger than you?
Mate, I look like some of his backroom staff. Watch me. I'm pre-season, I'm going fully track it up.
Just
like
walk in. Walk in.
And I'm going to...
Walk in with like a
funny story.
And just start bossing people around and see if like... I guarantee at least 2 players will listen to you.
When I was doing the boxing stuff,
I don't want Masaka would have listened to you.
When I was doing the boxing stuff, like I used to have access all areas so I could go where I wanted. But when the ring walks were happening, I couldn't go. Like I'd have to stand to the side and let the ring walk happen.
Yeah.
Right? But when Amir Khan's team walked through, all the brown lads and that, I just thought I can do this.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you know they're not gonna. If they push me out, they're gonna be like, he's part of the team. Of course, he's part of the team.
Yeah.
Look at him. So I did the ring walk with Amir Khan. Just blended it in, yeah.
That's so good.
So with Ruben Amorim, I can blend it onto his.
Did Amir Khan notice?
Nah.
Tell you what you can
His old
do.
man did.
Here's your job then. Try to get and walk down the touchline of Old Trafford with his backroom staff to the dugout. If you can do that, I mean, you'll be banned for life, but I'll give you 50 quid.
Yeah, it is Cal Power tackle, but
No, I'll do it on pre-season.
don't do it Old Trafford because you get
do it on
you'll get a
pre-season.
lifetime.
I'll wear a full tracksuit. I'll have a clipboard,
Pitch side.
and I'll get onto the training pitch. And I'll tell Anthony to fuck off.
We're there
We're on the
anyway.
training
We're
pitch
on the
anyway,
training pitch
that's
anyway.
Yeah, but properly on the training pitch.
Because also some of the players, they might sort of recognise you, but
be like,
not in a way where they're 100%.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
know that face.
I know him. Like,
He must be
Well,
one of the
McTominay's
coaches.
not there now to like grass on me and tell me to fuck off.
Maguire will.
Maguire with that.
He'll be gone by then.
Yeah.
So as long as Anthony's not there, there's no one that hates me enough to snitch. Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking. You know what I was thinking the other day?
That picture, you want to show it to the people?
Which
Nah,
one?
let's not.
No, not that.
People never seen it?
What, Anthony giving me the evil?
Yeah. Oh, can you show it?
Yeah, go on.
It is funny. So this was on pre-season tour.
So
You just took like a generic like shot of what was happening, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was taking pictures of the lads signing autographs on pre-season. And, you know, because I do socials and that, Jay and Joe can't be arsed.
We're never here.
Turn up once a month and I say this.
You know what I mean?
All right,
we need to follow
chill
your
out.
lead a bit more. Sorry about that,
One
bro.
sec. So we're taking some pictures of
can
the lads.
zoom in on this.
I'll zoom in, don't worry.
It's just a generic sort of shot.
Yeah.
Wait, wrong way. So it's taking some pictures,
Yeah.
taking some pictures, taking some pictures.
Oh,
And then, look who I see giving me the evils.
That's a proper dirty look.
That's
That
a
as well,
death
isn't it?
stare, innit?
That is not even. You can't
He
pretend.
wants me dead. Just.
That's just him looking at you.
How about do something useful then? Fucking
He cried.
He's going to be our starting left wing back when we win the league.
Mate, he's not.
Man, no.
He's gone in January.
No, I don't think.
We can
he-
get
you
8
might
million.
be right. We don't know, but I can't see it. I can't see him being now. Tyrell's back in his team, innit?
Oh, Jesus.
Played 45 minutes.
He's running around like he was doing a caravan, you see.
He played 45 minutes.
He's not as any better than Luke Shaw going forward, though.
Also, why is everyone fit all of a sudden? The little rats. Isn't it? Luke Shaw turned up to training. Oh, was there an England game on his day, you dickhead?
That's the spirit.
He's not in the England squad, by the way, just for full clarity.
And also, what are you doing back in training, you dickhead?
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
What are you doing your job?
Playing for United, you absolute loser.
Yeah, where were we in Ten Hag needed you? Dick. Sick
You're
of
going to
it.
have to do an apology to him in a few
Oh, I'm never apologising to him because that, in the summer, pissed me right off. Did it not piss you off?
What, Luke Shaw? I have to be consistent, right? Because when Marcus went to the Euros of England and postponed his operation, I said, I get it. If players want to play for the country and they get the opportunity in a tournament, I get it. Now, I don't like it, but I get it. Because that
But
was
Marcus
probably,
also played for Manchester United during that season.
yeah.
This geezer played 20 minutes for us.
Yeah, but he
I honestly,
had a surgery that then impacted the stats.
I honestly,
He was poor all year.
yeah, I honestly don't think he deliberately come back from the Euros and was fit, but said he wasn't. I just think his body's breaking down on him a little bit.
Yeah.
I honestly think we should replace
And
Luke
if-
Shaw
imagine,
regardless of all this anyway, because I don't think you can rely on someone who's for the last 4 years missed 50% of his games. That's the point.
I
Dead
agree
end.
with you on that, Jay. I think if that's my son and he's playing for a club that he didn't grow up supporting anyway, let's
Yeah,
be
but
honest.
if he's your son, you're biased, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. But like,
So let's not.
but
use
he's
son.
also biased about himself.
Yeah,
like,
but he also obviously prepares playing for England. So,
But
go
it's
on,
not.
fuck
But
off,
the
get your
thing is,
wages
though,
from them as well.
I get this. I get it. But also, how do you value, let's say, what he maybe thought was the first 2 or 3 games of the season versus a semi-final and a final with England?
I don't give a fuck.
No, I know, but he does, and I can see
All
why
right, cool.
he
Then
does.
get your wages from them, innit? And where Gareth Southgate goes next, you can fuck off with him as well.
Give him to charity, don't they?
I think you could look more at Gareth Southgate than Luke Shaw at that one.
Oh, look
'Cause he
at
didn't
both
even
of them.
fit. He couldn't even play for the first 5 games.
It's a disgrace, that is.
You know what I
man.
mean? Like,
Sorry,
why are you
lads.
taking players that aren't fit?
It's
That's
a
not,
disgrace.
as a manager, you should
Why are you, as a
that.
player, not thinking, I haven't played for my club who pay me 200 grand a week for God knows how long, 6 months or something ridiculous like that. I played 3 games for him this season, and now I'm going to go to England, rush back for them, play 20 minutes and come back injured for Man United. Get a grip, man. Seriously. You should have doctored, you shouldn't have even paid him while he was injured.
But it's good to see him back anyway.
It's illegal.
Hey.
It's not.
It's not.
You have to do sick pay.
No,
Yeah,
I think
what?
he means I said it's good to see him back.
Statutory sick pay, what's that? About £4 an hour. Get him on that.
Luke Shaw's been earning 20 quid a
We
week.
just need to move. Get a left back, man. That's I'm sick of repeating myself. Seriously.
So final prediction then, what place we finish in?
We're finishing 4th and winning the Europa League.
I'll go 3rd.
I thought it was going to go.
It felt like
I'll go
you-
5th.
Yeah, I'm going to say 6th, but we start to see Amorim's plan.
5th could be
Will you be
Champions
all right
League.
with that then?
I will.
Yeah. Will the masses?
No.
Will United fans?
They
Never
won't.
mind about Jamie Carragher and all them lot. Will United fans,
United fans,
on a whole?
on the whole,
The
will
majority.
see what's happening and they'll support it.
I think United fans' patience gets underrated.
It is. We are patient.
like, by and large, we have backed every manager
Yeah.
to past the point of wisdom.
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag was getting backed when we were mid-table,
Yeah.
and I know we won the FA Cup, but he still was getting his name sung last season.
Yeah.
and it was the same for.
But that was because of what he'd done the year before.
But no, but I know, but like a lot of fans
would
would have done that. Wouldn't have.
What are we going to chant for Amorim anyway?
Well, I had one, didn't I?
Yeah, someone sent me one.
Amorim's a miracle.
Yeah.
Where's he from? He's Portuguese.
Sexy thing.
Yeah.
Because he's a bit sexy. And Amorim's a miracle I like as a little opening line. There you go.
That's a bit shit though. That.
Oh, you're a bit shit. What's
Do
yours
something
then?
else.
Well, I had one. That guy sent me one, didn't he?
Oh, this was lengthy as well. This had like verses. You have to pass out hymn sheets.
Yeah, it was.
Go on then, what's yours?
Go on, you
Fine.
find
I haven't got one. I'll think of one for the Ipswich game.
Okay, great.
Oh, I can't find it, man. I had it the other day. I'm sorry.
Watch that video again of the geezer having his haircut.
You used to watch that? Well, I try and find this.
That video is good.
Can we just put it in at the end?
Oh, that was it. It was "Show Me the Way to Amorim Ball." It was that one.
Go on then.
I don't know. I don't know the rest of it.
It was really long. It had multiple verses. Here we go. Right, go on, Jay. From the top.
Right. So it's. Well, can you help me out? Right.
So who sent you this?
Some guy called Holmes Rooney.
There you go.
Which one's his first name? They have two surnames.
I know, but he say match day is dawning on a red Manchester morning. How I long to be there. Old Trafford waiting for me there. In this dirty city, where I'm at, ain't half as pretty as where my Ruben's at.
Same place, he's in the same place.
Show me the way to Amorim Ball. Every night I've been hugging my pillow. Dreams of playing Amorim Ball, and the Stretford end who waits for me. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
That's
that.
not taking off.
You know what?
What?
It's really good. Get that on a CD.
Yeah.
Loving that.
Available army car boot.
And he sent you, by the way, he sent Jay that essay, and Jay just sent him 3 laughing faces.
Did you, Jay?
That's fucking depressing, Jay.
That's like, imagine...
You're a fucking lying bastard, you.
You are.
What's that say?
I like it.
Bro,
Yeah.
friendliness.
Yeah.
Listen, don't even fucking go there, right? The amount of people I reply to
Oh, you're
all the
so
time.
nice, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Basic
Yeah.
humanity.
Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you someone who won't be getting replied to. Joe Smith, blocked. There you go.
Blocked, I'm here. You might be blocked me, you just fucking hear me. Blocked. Nope.
Sick of hearing you today.
I blocked you.
Sick of hearing you and your negativity today.
Yeah.
Right, should we...
Just because you'll be singing Amorim out because you hate him.
Yeah. You do
exact
hate him.
opposite.
You do hate him. You said you don't like the cut of his
People at
chin.
home know what's going on here.
You said
Yeah.
his Moncler's fake.
This is a character assassination.
His jeans are too
Mate,
short.
when we stress him out, his Moncler's going to be falling apart, innit? The feathers are going to
I
be
hope he don't
coming
go
out.
full Jose. Jose went looking charismatic and suave to looking like he just climbed out of a skip.
Looking like fucking the geezer from Home Alone. Remember that?
Yeah.
Marv,
I hope
Jesus.
Amorim doesn't look like he comes in one day half his beard shaved off and the other half isn't.
And it's dripping down his face like...
and he's wearing a high-vis jacket for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's going on here?
he's
Like,
there,
what
like,
have we done to this
fuck.
guy?
I hope he's enjoyed having hair. Because
It's overrated, mate.
he's going to be looking like Jay in a year.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right.
Come on.
At least he'll get a job in Turkey. He'll be able to sort it out, innit?
Yeah, that's true. Him and Jose together.
Mate, did you see that? Did you see Jose?
That rant?
Oh,
Talking about Sir Alex.
No, the
see that
referee rant.
I'm on about the referee rant.
We were on for about 2 hours.
Made me miss him.
We thought we were going home and he was still going.
He made me miss it.
Why? I don't miss all that with Jose.
I like
the
Jose when
drama.
he's not mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know when he's someone else's problem, but you,
He used to be ace Jose
Watch.
when he arrived. He was so friendly and funny, and then he just lost the
he
plot.
needs to go Newcastle.
No, he doesn't.
Bring
Why
him
does,
back.
why does he need to go Newcastle?
Because Eddie Howe's a muppet, and the Premier League misses him. And Pep's going to fuck off soon. Klopp's already gone. We've got the
Jose,
best
if
manager
Jose
in the
went to Newcastle and they were allowed to spend what they wanted, he could actually do something. If they just were allowed to throw loads of money at
world.
him.
Nah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
If he had like, because
You're saying like
the Premier League's
do
changing, like
something winning the league.
If he was allowed unlimited funds, because the talk of these PSR rules being illegal in there or whatever, and they're not sticking with him. If that happened and the Saudis went, right, yeah, here's £1 billion to buy whoever you want, then yeah, he could, because he's done it before. But I don't think he will be given that blank checkbook
bring him
or
in,
even go
man.
to Newcastle.
He's better than Beheady Howe anyway.
Nice, I like how he did that. Hey, are you going to take us out? This is your show.
Oh, fuck. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know what you think about aliens in the comments below. Are they real? Are they not? I don't want to hear your negativity because they are definitely real. Thanks to Joe for bringing some depression to the chat today. being a bit negative, Nancy.
Not
Thanks.
negative.
Thanks for coming.
I'm setting Amorim up for success, whereas you two are setting him up for failure. But carry on.
Mate, we're setting him up to think he's the man, yeah.
We're setting him up for that chant. Show me the way to Amorim. But what was your one?
Amorim's a miracle.
See, where's the enthusiasm for it? Come on.
Come on now.
Sing us out.
Go on.
Amorim's a miracle. Where's it from?
Sexy thing.
It's from Spotting.
All right, it's from Sporting, yeah.
Ah, shit. See you in a bit.